Girl, it is not going anywhere.
I'm so thirsty.
What the fuck? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Does it look good? Does my hair look good?
Do I look good, Miss Armstrong? What up, gangsters?
It's days to up in this beach.
Your mother. And welcome back to episode Who the F Knows.
Literally. Partnered by Gay Bacon. No.
No, I'm not sponsored by New Balance. I work in Under Armour. So today we have 6 questions for y'all, and
I don't know, you fucking lying.
so with these 6 questions, I still think last episode 8.
Oh,
But this one is it's along the line.
8.
It's along the
Episode
line.
8.
I think it's 8.
Oh, I'm like, damn. Oh, episode 6. It's right there. I'm tripping.
This one's along the lines of the same amount of intensity, but a little bit different. And we have the dice of decision this time. Alright, we're gonna start with 4 because this is where we left off last week.
Insert clip.
I also think we have to change the terminology of like us, like the princess, because that's just, I mean, monarchy. One person's higher than the next person. That's bad. That's why niggas. We'll be back next week.
So relationship dynamic and terminology. You're gonna have to re-explain because I got.
So, what I was saying was about being like, what's called, would you rather be a princess or equal in your relationship? And you could be, some people might interpret it as you being a princess while you're being equal. But I was basically saying like the terminology of princess needs to be changed into something else, because I felt like some women are surprised that men act the way they do, and like would want certain things when your woman is a princess. Because I think a man will look at it in the traditional type of relationship when you just want to be treated just
Basically, y'all
like,
y'all can act like y'all fathers did when you decide that, okay, maybe my girlfriend, wife, whatever, deserves princess treatment. We're not going for that. 1. 2, she was also saying that terminology, that terminology kind of gives
monarchy.
Yeah.
The one person is better than the other or has more power than the other.
But
that's just not.
But if we want to be equal, should we be using that la la? Now, I said the reason it's said like that is because it's the same. It's the same. The oppressed and the oppressor. Y'all are just it's fucking reparations. But I understood what she was saying with like, if we want to be equal, then we should probably change it. Start acting a little bit less like brats, but I don't know, because men objectify and abuse women every day, and
man, she just won't let it go. She just won't let it go.
like, I bring all the money home, and I know I got 2 extra kids, but like,
I expect sex at the end of the night.
at the end of the day, you need to listen to me, and we need. Sir, I'm not sexually attracted to you anymore. Like, do you think? I mean, what other word would you use since you think that we should change it?
I mean, see, I don't.
Yeah, let's think.
I'm not
that
okay.
far.
Okay. I'm not saying that I don't want princess treatment. I'm just saying like, I can't have a man do everything for me because I feel like that man will take it away from me, and I don't need to I can't allow that. Like I said, I'm gonna keep saying it. If you just do, then I'll accept, but don't ask me a damn question. Don't ask me anything that resolves or that has to do with you trying to help me with something.
It just clicked in my brain. So you think if somebody asks you if you want them to do something for you, then that gives them the power to then hold it over your head, versus
if you just do it, it's like, okay, then That's really because I also don't know if that's what they actually want. Because there's that thing of like if some people ask you, that's just like say you had the hardest day, right? You just want to lay down in your bed, but you see somebody like struggling to pick something up, and you would be like, you want me to help you? You don't actually want to help that person, but out of like you're trying to be courteous, like they're really doing the most in front of you. So that's basically how I see it. People don't actually, not all people. I'm just saying, like, for some people, when they ask, like, oh, do you want me to do this for you, or do you want me to get this for you? Do you need help with this? I feel like they don't actually mean that. They're just saying that because they see me in that state and was like, maybe I should ask instead of being rude. Either way, both of them is rude. But I'm just saying, if you actually don't mean it, that's rude, isn't it? No, not generally, but if you actually don't mean it, don't waste my time.
Okay. Yeah, because people do.
People do that, so
you're right. Yeah, sometimes I don't know if I were to ask somebody if they need help, because sometimes I do, because it looks like people need like I literally ask because I genuinely want them to give me an answer. So I don't think like that. That's why it does not make sense to me why you know. But some people don't want help though. That's another thing. So that's why I ask sometimes. If they look like they struggling, I just go ahead and do it.
I'd be struggling.
And they're like, oh, thank you, like you're welcome. Like, cause some, you know.
Yeah, at first, like especially when I was working at Wendy's, like when I knew I wasn't gonna get help, if someone that did want to help me and they did help me, got to the point where it's just like, you're not doing it the way I want to, so please don't help me. Like that's how bad it was. I've grown.
I feel that though.
Yeah, cause it's just like, yo, you saw me struggling. Why y'all left me in a rush? Y'all all 5 of them went to go smoke, and I'm the only one that doesn't smoke, and y'all just left me in the kitchen to prep, then to grill, then to make sandwiches, then to serve, and then to do drive-through for an hour.
No, drive-through is crazy.
That's crazy. I'm not.
If you ever worked at Wendy's, somebody worked at Wendy's at some point in their life. Drive-through, 5 p.m. No, I don't know. I don't put. Sometimes I just don't think about shit at all. But like that, because remember that one day I told you I was with. Do I say his name on here? No, I don't. My boyfriend. And
oh no, you've never said his name. I don't even know why you even. You're tripping.
With my boyfriend.
You're tripping. You've never said his name on here.
Cause y'all niggas are weird.
They will go that far.
We came back from that big date day we did, and he asked me. If you know me, I can eat 5 times a day and still be hungry. He's like, you want noodles? He came. Came out the kitchen like this. He said, you want noodles? Do you want me to make some noodles? I said, yeah. He said, yeah, I already have the water boiling. I know. I said, for me? You know, he did both. He asked, but he already did it. So like that kind of that's kind of how sometimes shit goes. But sometimes he actually genuinely just asks because he does not know the answer.
Yeah.
So and I have dealt with niggas that think I owe them something because I did something for them, and I just look at I'm gonna just look at you.
I know the perfect one.
Dummy.
I know. I know what's the name. Pardon? After he thought that.
That was funny. Gone. Done.
It's crazy.
Crazy. I heard you okay. Yeah. Alright.
Okay, nigga.
Funny, I didn't even think about that.
That's the first thing I thought of.
But that's because that's not that serious. I'm talking about like my second relationship.
That is a huge difference.
So yeah, like that. And that that's not the one thing that, like, I guess I took from that relationship. Like, that was bad. I'm sorry.
Oh no,
traumatized me.
There we go.
Yeah, I think I was worried about, you know, other things.
My safety.
Time for the dice. Wipes off question.
5.
What does that say?
Flying women out.
Oh. Nah.
So I was at work talking to somebody, and we were basically saying how a lot of guys don't really do extravagant. Well, like, I guess like people our age and stuff like that don't do extravagant first dates because men expect things in return for spending all that money, spending the money on the clothes, spending money on both him and the girl.
Things meaning coochie.
Yeah.
I'm like,
you just saying like how people like you see all these videos of like rappers talking to girls for months and months and months, finding them out, doing this, doing that. You should be doing those things if you actually want to be with that person, actually feel that way about them. You should.
This reminds me. All right. Once again, saw a TikTok. And it said, stay away from men that have liked you for years. And I will testify to that one.
For real. Interesting. Let me hear.
There was a video, and it was like this girl, she was recording this conversation that this dude was having on the phone after they went on a date. She said,
I think I know what video you're talking about.
She said he was after her for 3 or 4 years. And she finally went on a date with him. And then when the date was over, he got on the phone with another girl trying to get with her, like in front of her.
That happened to somebody I know.
I said, I'm sitting here looking at her. She was like, these men do not actually like you. I said, she was like, they're just trying to prove something because they feel some type of way because you've rejected them for so long. I said, sounds like a few niggas I know.
This is why friends zone. This is your problem. I was telling that to I was like, the day I call you bro, there's no going.
Kmart. Yeah, we'll call him Kmart.
Yeah. So when I was talking to Kmart, I was just like, yeah, like I was telling him about when I lived in the trap house.
Oh my god.
Yeah, those were the days. Like, it was better when I was living there. But I was telling him about how cancer. Cancer was
which one?
They were
both cancers.
The girls. I was talking to him about how like we were really cool. Like it's always like when it's the last people that end up getting cool with end up being like, you know, because I did not like him when I first moved. I did not like him
because it's odd.
Yeah, but he opened up. Whatever. I wouldn't say that he wasn't a friend to me.
I think it's because he lasted.
Yeah,
the rest of them could not.
They could not handle us. Oh my god. But I wouldn't say that he wasn't a friend to us at all. I was just saying that he got to the point where it was weird.
Just a tad.
You have. Oh no. Oh no.
We will be spending the day.
And what I do is go ghost. That's something I cannot do. The day I call you bro, you're my son. That's dad. It's everything dad, nigga.
Wow.
I'm not doing it. That's not my mom with the whatever. She was just like, yeah, he's gonna fire you up for one reason. And I was like,
oh my god. No, she dragged it.
No, I understood later on because it's like she did not know. She literally only knew his first, last name, and his occupation. She didn't even take serious that we were together.
Oh, okay.
That's why.
But still,
that's what he was trying to
that's
explain
her
to me.
problem though.
Yeah, I'm not.
Speaking of, so everybody knows. Well, I think y'all said something about it when I went out to go see him. And
Crazy Land?
Like no,
like this?
No.
Oh, just because
the first time when he paid for the plane ticket.
Okay, yeah.
He literally probably would have been fine if we didn't have sex. It was me.
No, he was fine with not having.
Yes, yeah, that's my point. So
yeah,
like that's how it should be. Like, oh, I want you to be here with me. I'm gonna pay for this because I want you to be here with me because I'm gonna spend time with you because I want to, not because. Where's my so it does exist. Trust me, it does exist. Just so y'all know. But 98% of men think like this. And you deserve jail time. You can get arrested for all I care. Because all of what you're doing, what did he say? Solicitation, prostitution, trafficking, and exploitation, and human trafficking. That's all. Go look up all those definitions and tell me that's not how you think about transactions or relationships or situationships or dating. As a man. I'm sorry. As a male.
Entitlement.
Just we're
screaming.
Oh, yeah, we just can't use it anymore.
Yeah.
We can't use it anymore.
So right. Definitely in right now.
Roll a dice. 6. Does control equal abuse?
The answer is yes.
What do you mean? I don't get it.
Isn't control a good thing?
Isn't it? I want to be controlled. I want control of my relationship.
So, the nigga thought control. His thought was like leading, and just being the man. And that's just, if we're talking about abuse, I don't know how you didn't put that together, because there's control of manipulation. He must have forgot about that. Just you can affect somebody physically, emotionally, mentally. And what did the lady say?
Type of way.
But can the control be good though?
No.
Yeah, it can. Let's say you.
When it's good, it's not control. If I sit up here and if my man is good at organization, he knows and he leads me. He's so good at it. I'm like, I've got to know how you do this, and he's showing me what to do. And he's saying, no, you're doing it wrong. Do it like this. That's not controlling. My man is literally teaching me. When you sit up here and say, now do this or do that, do this. Now you're controlling me. It's never good. That's never a good thing.
I think my man does something well, and I'm gonna let him just go ahead and do it. And he's like, oh no, I want you to learn, like, you got to do this versus doing this. Don't do this because that's not gonna work. He's actually teaching me something. So yes, I'm letting him take control of a situation and teach me something with properness. I don't even know if that's a word, but versus do this, do that because I told you to do.
I'm sorry, I'm just looking for who the fuck I'm talking to.
That's the control we're talking about. We're not talking about taking control of a situation. It's much different than trying to control a situation. Because chances are when you're trying to control a situation, the other person doesn't want you to control the situation. Hence, it ends up being abusive. Now, abuse does not specifically mean sexual, physical, and mental. Like, those, it can extend, and they can all mix, and they can all, it's kind of like, I don't know, some people see certain things as abuse and some people don't though. And there's kind of like toxicity. Some people think certain things are toxic and some people don't. But I guarantee you, everybody there's one thing you do to them and at least one thing they do to you that is toxic to you or them. It just is.
Yeah, I met this nigga the other day at work. He was saying, I don't remember how the conversation started, but he doesn't believe, because I think I was saying how I wouldn't want I wouldn't want my partner to cuss at me. And
what do I do? So that's my point.
So he was saying how verbal abuse is not a thing. That's literally what he said. Like, it's not a thing. He said he was basically trying to say, if you hold things with that much power, then you just need to unlearn it. That shit. And I saw this TikTok. It's crazy because like a couple days after I saw this TikTok about this girl, she was just like, if I was to sit here and cuss you out in Spanish, you're gonna be like, okay, who gives a f, because you don't know what I'm saying.
If I start insulting you in another language, you feel nothing because it's you who puts the meaning to it. Me, I know what it means. You might start laughing. Take away the value of the words and drop them to the floor. If you take that away, they fall to the ground. They never get to touch you. They are nothing.
But to say verbal abuse in general is not real, then you shouldn't have said that. Yeah, if it does not affect you, you're gonna get a whole lot of me personally. I wouldn't tolerate that.
Well, definitely equals abuse. Maybe on different levels. Maybe on things that can be fixed or worked on.
Yes. Oh my god. I thought about that.
Yeah. But not straight up abuse. Like.
Oh my god. Speaking of abuse. The whole.
Who's?
Whoa. Nobody's in here. Okay, we're not talking about that. So, you can still be abused in relationships.
No, we are okay. Well,
no personal stories. No personal stories today or ever. But I'm just saying.
Let me get.
I had to explain at work that you can still be abused in relationships, and then the question I got back was why don't they just leave? And I was confused because sometimes most niggas will kill you and feel entitled to you and your body and your being, period. So that's why people get upset with people that can leave or whatever, can leave and decide not to. But at the same time, it all starts mentally. If you can even get out of that, the fear and the possibilities of what if this happens, what if this happens, it's a very dangerous situation. So to them, it's like, well, relationship, y'all chose to be together, but no one chose to be with somebody abusive. I'm pretty sure no one does.
For the most part.
For the most part, yeah. Like,
because some people like that shit, and I'm nah. Exciting.
Head ass.
He loves me.
Yeah. For the most part, people don't choose to be in abusive relationships on purpose. They sell a false dream, and when they're in it, they're stuck.
Yay.
And then especially if it's somebody that continues to say that they love you, appreciate you, and we're doing things that getting told about, oh yeah, this person loves you, appreciates you, never wants to leave you, and this is that, and then they start hitting you or sexually abusing you, you're gonna be confused. Can you be like, I thought maybe they'll change.
Maybe I'm
like,
tripping.
Or maybe it's like something like,
maybe I'm.
It's not something as simple as, oh, I'm gonna leave for most people. So having that I never knew, but at the same time they were telling me, but to them it's just like, well, if a girl says no, shouldn't you just stop? Shouldn't you?
Oh.
Shouldn't you?
Oh.
Shouldn't you?
Oh. You say me this room. Roll a dice. 3. Would you rather there be overt racism or microaggressions? Overt racism. Speak your truth loud and proud. If you can't stand Negroes, you can't stand Negroes, and you do not want them around you, and you do not want to put yourself in situations with them, you won't see my like.
I agree. I feel like with microaggressions, obviously white folks can't understand that.
That was another point. Okay,
yeah, they don't understand that. So it's like when you keep getting jabs, and then when you react after the 13th jab, people are gonna look around you and be like, "Yo, what the f-? You did all that because of this small little thing."
But sometimes microaggressions, people dead ass don't know that they were raised like racist.
Yeah,
and it blows my mind.
Age too.
It was okay for, I don't give a f- what it was okay for in the 70s. It is now 2022. Stop that now. Well, that means
the
that
explanation
you all can be racist to us. No, shut the f- up. Anyway, but yeah, the microaggressions, that makes me want to fight you, because you just sound like you're being a sarcastic asshole.
That too, yeah. And I feel like when you're just racist all in general, everybody will see. So when you do react, it's oh, I understand. Mm-hmm. Like, I just think the microaggressions is, because it, like I said, I'm gonna keep thinking like, yo, do you not know what times you're in right now? Like, there's no way you're still asking me if you can touch my hair. There's no way. Ask if I can touch my hair. Oh, is my sister my daughter or my actual sister? Do we have the same father? No, when the neighbor when the neighbor asked me when my sister was getting her pigmentation, I lost it. I lost it.
Shouldn't she be darker? Like, microaggressions piss me off.
They definitely do. Especially like as a kid when you get the microaggressions, but I definitely did not know what the fuck. I was confused back then. Well, you know what microaggressions are when you're growing up. It's just like, yo, are you dead? You're still asking me?
No. We're gonna end on the light one, so let's ask this one. What is a tough truth about love in a relationship?
A tough truth about love in a relationship. I feel like love does not keep a relationship.
Ooh, okay.
Because you can still love that person and they can claim to love you. There can be temptation in the way for other things. like a career, another person. And I feel like that's also toxic to have that barter, as in like having love as the excuse to be together when you don't have probably nothing in common, or you feel like you can't actually build something out of it just because you have common interests and y'all grew up together. It shouldn't be the only thing that keeps y'all together. Yeah,
I see. Okay.
But you, like,
I was going to say that at different times in the relationship there is more or less love for each other.
oh, spicy. That's spicy.
Cause like when you go through some serious disagreements or bullshit, we'll just say bullshit. And then you sit there and you talk to your partner about the bullshit, or it's very obvious, and and it's like, well, I don't know about this, and this right now, or yeah, I feel this way about you, but I'm still trying. Well, I think that is very open and hard, but it's very open, and I think respect comes in at that point.
Okay.
I feel like love is first defense, respect is second defense. Yes, they should coexist, but when it gets down to the point where like the love seems to be just, now you have respect. So the respect for each other is going to dictate how you speak to each other, dictate what you share with each other, and dictate if you're going to continue to try with each other.
I like your answer. You're right. I thought about what your dad said about the whole thing. Some people stay in a marriage for partnership. Some people stay, for love.
For business.
Some people, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, definitely varies why people stay together. And some people are together just off of comfortability, familiarity. So, yeah, just because you love that person doesn't mean you could be hurting yourself, especially if it's one-sided. So that is a tough truth about love. It's a powerful thing, but is it enough to keep a relationship? Who fucking knows, All
right, last question. What are some signs of maturity? When your actions reflect what you say you're not going to.
Wait, say that again, I'm sorry.
When your actions reflect that what you say, like, you're not going to tolerate anymore.
A woman of your word?
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
Because some people, everybody at some point in their life has gone for something that they said they weren't going to go for. Biggest thing I can think of for myself was my second relationship, and in which I was literally, first of all, the mental abandonment was crazy. Okay, nuts. And I'm sticking to well, we said we were gonna do this, and this, so I'm gonna try for this, and this. Nigga was not trying whatsoever, actually.
So niggas be selling dreams, I'm telling you.
And I finally got to a place for myself where I was like, you know what? I'm gonna say what I have to say, and then I'm gonna go. And I actually did it. I didn't think I could. I sat there and I was so upset. And I actually did it. And it took me a while to get over it, 3 months. But then one day, I literally was like, I'm fine. And then I just went on with my life.
Growth.
So yeah, it's the growth part. Or with you with your friends. What
yes, what I'm doing right now.
Versus,
I'm dealing with it right now.
Oh, the paragraphs, I was like,
because I never express myself when I start writing paragraphs. Because that's when I really with you if I'm sending paragraphs, because I want to fix it. But once after that paragraph, after I said that's it, I'm really trying and I'm not dealing with this again. Yeah, I understand. And I'm sorry for this and that, blah, blah, blah. What am I dealing with? Niggas that are doing the same. So you're not hearing from me no more. I'm not setting a, I said it yesterday. Yesterday. I said it in the last podcast that I f***ed them. I love them to death. But I have to put me first. and maybe they'll change later down the road, but at the same time, that's not my priority anymore. And that's the sad. This is so fucking sad, but to be honest, you changed. You're the same. You're literally the same from when I met you. I met you when I was young bull. So, like I said, some people are meant to be leaves, come and go, and some people are meant to be roots and stay. So, maybe I guess that person was just meant to be here for a branch.
Yeah.
There for a little bit, and they break off. So
yeah, getting over something you thought you wouldn't get over, or I don't know, small changes in behaviors, small changes in like general respect for people, especially now because people are so selfish, and it's the, oh, I'm gonna do what I want to do, or I'm gonna say what I need to say, like how they say it, versus fixing their delivery towards people or general public, whatever, how you're gonna act, oh, stuff like that. This is literally just growing the up. When we tell people, oh, grow up or grow the fuck up, some of those things actually you do need to grow up from, and you got to think about like, oh, me personally, what is it that I have to grow up from? So it's small stuff like that.
I agree. I think what's it called? I would say you're more open-minded to things and less judgmental. And I also think forgiveness is also a sign of maturity, but at the same time, I'm still struggling with that. It's much better than before because, like I said, I keep tallies in my head of how many things you've done to me without expressing them. I'm working on it, but
people also think forgiveness is locked into like access.
That too, and I thought that for a long time. That's why I never forgave people. That's exactly why I never forgave people. I thought of that, forgive and forget. Like after that, you still are in my life. It's like for some people they can do that. You forgive them, keep life going. But some things are literally just not the same after.
Forgive and cut off.
Like, yeah. It's like, cause I wouldn't, because I mean, some people might think that that's not the point of forgiving them if you're gonna cut them off. But just having that sanity. Yeah, having that sanity back of like, okay, there's no hatred no more.
Yeah.
Leaving off on a good note. But and I was able to say my piece and then leave. That's when I realized I was growing, because I'm telling you, I'm a that holds grudges. I am with my family. So if I do that with my fucking family, I'm gonna do it to my friends. And right now my relationship with my parents is better, but I think it's just because of time that passed to where there's no like initial hatred or initial like fire in me. I think because time, like we've said multiple times, past time is not an apology. So there's no solution to the things that have happened in my family and with my friends as well. But there's definitely not that initial like, like there's none of that. None of that. But I can be around my family. I can be around the people that I've said I've only really hated one person in my life. Two. Two people. But I can be around all of them and be cool. If I could avoid them, I definitely would. But I can be in a room with them and I'll be cool. The open-mindedness, like I said, everyone lives, when you grow up, I think because when you're growing, you're stuck in a bubble of repeat and living the same thing, doing the same thing, being around the same people. And then when you turn 18, you have the choice of going to college, you have the choice of moving out, you have the choice of a lot of things and a bunch of opportunities. So when you're able to have that authority of yourself and discipline to do whatever you want to do, and people don't do the same as you do, you're gonna be like, why the f didn't they do that? Me personally, I would have done this. I would have said this. Why would they go ahead and do this? It's just like you're open to perspective and open to, I guess, new things in life, new people in life. It's not just strictly, I'm gonna do this. I mean, obviously you're gonna do this, your life. You have no control over anybody else's. But then you become open-minded to whatever the world has to offer for whatever that specific person, because not everybody has the same purposes as you do.
Yeah.
So
I definitely think, me personally, a maturity thing that I've noticed in myself is me watching what the hell I'm going to say.
Yo, I'm proud of you because the way you were before. The way you were before,
everybody got it. But see, the other thing with that is I definitely did expect to get it back. For sure.
You did expect it?
Oh yeah. Because I knew, but see, that was another thing. I was like, I know, like, when I'm wrong. And when people would, like, if I was, like, chewing somebody out and they looked at me like, and I'm like, oh, no, I know that I da-da-da-da-da. But I'm telling you, like, they'd be like, oh, like, oh, yeah, I know. Like, I'll fix it later. Like, but you, I'm talking about you right now. Some people can't handle that. Some people don't need that. And some people, you know, you need to save your breath from. So, and just some things, you know, you don't need to say everything that comes to your mind, apparently. So
it's hard for me to pick my battles. Because I was someone who didn't say shit and you were someone that always said something. So I think we learned. That's why we're like this. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Literally yin and yang. I'm telling you. Because
you're
the complete we are the complete opposite.
At some point we switched.
Yes. We
I wasn't saying and she was just going on pure anger, just going and going. So yeah, now we come to like a happy meet, you know, a middle. Yay!
Sorry.
Oh, bitch.
Maturity. I turned 20. I'm gonna keep saying it. Turned 21 soon. She going first. She going first. She an old ass lady. Just can't wait for that new chapter. Can't wait. Sorry, I already know how my life is gonna be. I already know how my life is gonna be.
How? How?
Oh, I know that part of my life is gonna be, I don't want to say family orientated, but it kind of is, just specifically my siblings. Me and my brother we had multiple talks now because we see each other damn near every day. And it went from us literally not even talking to talking every day. Yeah. And now we're like this.
Yeah.
So I really just think that we're older now. We're able to talk about different perspectives of how we lived our lives, even though we lived in the same house. And then we realized that we're not just siblings. Like I'm telling you, like that's my friend. Like I could say that. Like that's my best. It's one of my best.
I want to get there with my brothers. They're younger than me, so you know it's a little bit different. But
and so when we're older, I think that's what it is.
Yeah.
When we're older, because I'm telling you, we did not talk at all. If we did, it was like ha this, ha that, whatever. But it's like I don't know. I can say that those are my friends, and I can talk to him about literally, well, mainly Davon. I can talk to him about literally anything, and we literally said at the same time, like, why weren't we doing this before? When we both said that, I was just like, yo, because this shit is fun as fuck. But it's just like, everything happens for a reason. So, I don't know. That's my dog. I love him to death. Love them both. I'll count you too, Riri, but whatever.
Y'all are raising her, so that's completely different. Shit, aren't we all? God damn. Said, aren't we all?
No, literally.
I'm like, I'll take her. I'll pick her up.
She got better in sports? Okay, let's go. Yeah, I love them all. My parents are a different story. Now, that's a whole nother shit we gotta. But I am gonna be more family orientated in the fact of like with my siblings, getting to know them more as adults, young men. And I guess we could talk about the past of like understanding, because like I said, we all lived in the same house, but it's we to this day we be hitting the for real. You remember that? Yo, I was doing this back then. Like it's crazy. So I think today we're going to Flying Point to talk.
Cool.
So
well, I think that's it.
You'll see us next week. Well, whatever the we never know.
Come by Under Armour.
Sit. Okay. It's time to the door up in this bitch.
It's Kiviana and this bitch.
And we out in this bitch.
Hey, Rick.
What up, gangsters?
It's Kimmy and Desi and Cam. Just call us KDK. We be lit every day. You might as well go and follow the gram. We drop every week, so you better subscribe. Since you here, you might as well leave a like. This is our video. Go make some cereal. Kick back and tune into our lives.
And just like that, the podcast is done. Bye.